Hello everybody and welcome back to one of my videos. It's been quite a while, but here we are. I thought I'd pick something which is fun, because I like to focus on simpler games, maybe more arcade style games, preferably games like Tetris. I did that love thing. Speedrunners is I suppose similar. Hang on, let me just get rid of that. I do quite like these games. I'm a very, very, very big fan of Tetris. So I thought, as a kind of game to reboot my whole getting into YouTube kind of thing, I would get... Oh, hello. Sorry. Ooh. I'd play Tetris. This is Tetris Tetris Ultimate. And actually that reminds me, I should also do Pac-Man, because I'm very, very much a fan of Pac-Man. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from level 1, and we'll see how far we can go. Now, I can't remember the controls, so this should go very, very interesting. But here we go. I've been playing Tetris for... Oh, here we go. And... Tab? Shift. Here we go. Shift. Right. Spacebar goes here. And what we do is we can force this down here. Right, here we go. So I've been playing Tetris for quite a while. I play it a lot on my phone. It's like it's my favorite feature I have of my phone right now is I can play these kind of classic games. I play a lot of random games. I actually learned how to play Minesweeper recently on my phone, because I'd never actually been able to figure out how Minesweeper worked as a child. It's just like, how does it work? So I thought, you know what? I'll get like a shitty, crappy version of the game, and I'll play it endlessly. And I've got to the point where I can now complete the beginner levels, so I'm very proud of myself. And well, yeah, that's what I've been basically doing. I've been playing Minesweeper, and now I'm playing Tetris. I haven't actually played this game in too long. As I said, I forgot the controls, because it's not like just, you know, playing on a phone. It's much easier. You've got like your fingers much more responsive than the rest of like using keys. Although I prefer using keys, but I could probably use a console controller as well, I suppose. But I've been acclimatizing myself mainly to computer. I've actually just hopped on board of the console bandwagon. I'm not that militant about it. I mean, I'll admit that I bought an Xbox One. It was a Christmas present, and I really enjoy it. Actually, it's nice to have something which isn't PC, and I actually rebought a game or two on it just so I could play it through a controller and on like a bigger screen, because I don't like playing certain games. So like Far Cry 3, but sorry, not Far Cry 3, bloody hell. Far Cry 4 I rebought. Well, that was basically my entire Christmas involved around getting the Xbox One, just games for it really. So basically I got Far Cry 4, which I think, in my opinion, I prefer just to play on console. I think it's a game that suits it better. Man, this music is so good. God, I hope it's not copyrighted. Oh dear. But yeah, so Far Cry, what other games? I got Batman Arkham Knight. That's a good game. I completed that in like a day and a half. Like, I really get into the Batman games. It's like an addiction almost. I'm gonna do this, and then we do this. Hang on. Classic Tetris strats. Get wrecked, scrubs. Oh, no one can get on my level of Tetris. What was I saying? I should really have something in front of me just to help me keep track of what I'm doing. There we go. Tetris man. I've been playing Tetris, well, since I was, you know, competent enough to play Tetris. So, you know, at the age of 3 or something. I remember, actually that is, I remember having a laptop at 2, which, in all fairness, I'll admit, when I was young was quite impressive. It was like a hand-me-down kind of thing. And I played Pingu on it, like this. For those of you old enough to know, the classic Pingu that is. Like there was this weird Pingu game where you could do little. It was like a learning education game. Before all that brain training crap, it was just like, oh, color in shapes, choose the right shapes for boxes and stuff. It was cutting edge at the time. I'd just play that game endlessly. But being a child, being 1 or 2, whenever you closed the game, it was always Pingu looking sad, and I felt very guilty. It ended up that I ended up playing much more of that game than I should have, just because I didn't want to abandon Pingu. I was discussing this with a mate of mine. We were just talking about random games for our childhood, and came up with Rock Raiders. Now that game, it was one of like the really good classic PC Lego games, and it's really difficult to play Tetris whilst talking to people. I will say that. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Tetris got so much easier nowadays. Like the shapes used to lock in position back in. I'd wager that was a mistake. Oh. And he nails it. So when you get yourself in a position like this, like what the trick, you have to like slowly dig yourself out of it, which is really difficult. It means you have to, because if you play conservatively by like saving, because you can save shapes now, you can't. I think maybe you could do that in the original Tetris. It's been a long time, but like if you play conservatively and you try and save like the longer tiles, which are really good, then it means like when you get to this stage, if you haven't got like the right tiles, you're gonna have to start throwing away the longer ones just to make sure you can chip away at this massive wall of crap, which I'm slowly doing. But it means like, here we go. I have to throw this away now, which I'm not too unhappy about, because it means I'm able to clear some more. But like, that's like the kind of like it. I'm very OCD about this. So if it doesn't fit, I get really annoyed. Oh, here we go. Oh, hello. There we go. Here we go. Crumbs, 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 crumbs. Here we go. Oh, crumbs. No, I pressed the wrong button. Wrong buttons were pressed, people. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, here we go, here we go. Yes. I can cope with the speed on a phone, but it's difficult with keys. You don't move them as fast because one press is only one increment, and you can just slide. Oops, oops. Ooh. Here we go. There we go. That's what we want. There. Oh look, I've opened up the mighty gap in the wall. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You've got to learn how to abuse the system though. That's the trick with Tetris. You've got to learn how you can fit shapes in and not do that. Oh, hello. Hello there. Hello. No, no, no. I suppose it will do. Nope. So, consoles, I quite like the PlayStation because there are the odd games which are pretty good. And, you know, you've got the classic Crash Bandicoots. You've got you've got Uncharted. There we go. I'm not a massive fan of Uncharted, but you know it's all right. You've got Jak and Daxter for the PSP, which is a really fun game. That was the first real Jak and Daxter game which I ever played, even though it's not a Jak and Daxter game. It's like spoof rip-off thing, but it was good. But I enjoy a lot of them. But I prefer Xbox, just like I prefer the controller layout, which I think is my main reason. And the games, like I'm a very big fan of Halo, but I kind of went off Halo after Halo 5 just because I thought it was, in my view, a bit of a letdown. Because, you know, like, I'm very much one of those people that likes to play as the Chief, and when you play 60% of the game as Locke, it's just like, oh, well, I don't want to be the guy hunting the Chief. I want to be the guy I want to be the Chief kicking this guy's ass, which is my firm philosophy. So I felt a bit let down on that, but it's wasn't made for me. It was made for the major consumer. I saw, but Deadpool's just come out. That gives you an idea of when this was recorded, which I think is a bad idea because I have no idea when this will be uploaded. But I saw that yesterday, which was Valentine's Day. I'm giving more and more hints when this came out, and it was amazing. I mean, there are a lot of people who don't like Deadpool, that's sure, but I've been a fan of the comics for a long, long time, and oh, that held up to the comics, held up to the insanity which is Deadpool. It was just everything I wanted to see in a film, and I've already dubbed it probably the best film I've ever seen. But like, oh my god, it's insta-locking now. Best film I've ever seen, but it is the best film I've ever seen if you exclude Star Wars from that mix, because I think Star Wars is, I'm just such a Star Wars like fanatic sometimes that I'm just going to give them its own separate pedestal, and it can sit there looking upon the other films going, oh ha ha, not nearly as good as me, and I'll sit there going, no, don't be a cocky dickhead, but yeah, nothing will be as good as that. Force Awakens has come out though, which I've seen as well. That was a really, really good film. Like, wow. But about Deadpool, it's such a good film. I've already booked tickets to see it again this week. It's like a few days. Hey, I won! I didn't know I could win. Oh, sweet. Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. So, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I will definitely do more stuff. I've got a series in mind which I thought up of last year, which will involve a number of different games with a number of different people. They're not collaborations, just people in the video, and it's all about getting good and competitive kind of games. And I think that'd be quite fun. I've got some footage, and I've actually got some videos on the channel, but they are currently hidden because I think they need some editing. But I might just put them up and just improve afterwards. So yeah, that should be fun. But I will definitely just play the odd random arcade game, classic style indie game, whatever I find fancy though, really, because the benefit of having a small channel is you can make whatever you want. So that's all from me for now, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you look forward to more from me in the future. But until then, Sparrowed Squid, Eddie G, just call me Ed, signing off. See you guys.